Good day, guys. I'm making a video which explain about order block and breaker blocks because I've been seeing different questions on it. People saying I should please make a short video, a short clips about explaining order blocks and breaker block. Yeah, because these are the two most important concepts in the smart money with for the smart money traders. She get. So I'll break this down into into simple structured explanation so that you guys should be able to get the explanation. So first I'll start with definition of order block. So I'll explain about order block. Let me start with order block before breaker block. Now, with a simple definition on the order block, they say order block is the last bullish candle form before a strong market move, or let me say before we see an impulsive move that causes a break of structure. So now, as I said, how to identify a order block. First, the first rule is so now I've written the rules on how to identify order block over here. As you can see now, I've written it over here. How to identify a order block. First, you have to find a strong move. As I said, an impulsive move. That's how an impulsive move. You have to find a strong move, big push or big push up or big push down that breaks structure. Now let's check over here now. I drew it over here. These are OB over here. These are OB over here. If you notice, the first rule was that find a strong move, big push or big push up or big push down that breaks structure. This breaks structure but by creating a change of character, which is a market structure shift, as I identify over here. MSS, market structure shift. So good. The first one is being seen. Find a strong move that pushes up or pushes down. That creates a break of structure. Mine created a market structure shift. Good. The second one is that look back at the last opposite candle before that move. Good. Let's check it. So let's go, guys. Said said look back at the last opposite candle before that move. Good. Let's say this was the big move that occurred that created a break of structure over here. Shey get now. And the market is already moving. The market is already creating, since it's downtrend, already creating lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. The market, like SMC traders, for SMC traders, we will always SMC traders, let me say SMC concept in the market, they will always like create a order block before the impulsive move to the downtrend, so that if the market, even though the market is going back up, it will surely come down when it hits that other block that was already placed over there, which is this. You get. So now, this was, say you should look back at the last candle. This is a sketch I'm using to teach you guys now. So let's say this is the last candle before the impulsive move. This over here is the last candle. Because I said over there, I said note, if price goes up, the last bearish candle is the other block. While for the bullish, if price goes down, the last bullish candle, note, the last bullish candle is the other block. Good. Now let's say when we look back now, this was the last bearish candle that was over there. You get, because I said if the price goes up, the last bearish candle is the other block. This, when price goes up, this was the last bearish candle. She gets, when price goes down, this was the last bearish candle that was there. Good. You understand? Like I said, if the price goes down, the last bullish candle is our order block, and the price swept down and created a market structure shift. So that shows that this place is a valid order block, because a valid order block must have, as we all know, must have an imbalance or FVG, and must create a break of structure. Good. It must create a break of structure. Now this is our order block. Now the price reacted back and it the price after creating an impulsive strong pull down, it created a change of character. So you get, let me see, over here, create a change of character over here, then higher low, higher high. The higher high hits our OB that was created over here. OB, let me say, OB is just like just like the gate man in charge of an house. Okay, let me use this example now. The prisoners in the cell, if one is trying to escape, they will have to like pass the front gate. She gate. Now the front gate now, there will be an officer over there. Now the officer over there now is the OB. She get. If the prisoners see an officer at the gate, he will be scared that he will want to like go back, or the officer will chase him or she back to the cell. She understand now? So now this OB over here now, this OB over here now, is an officer that is going to like help us to chase this uptrend market back to the downtrend area. She understand now? So that is the work of an OB. That is the work of an OB. That is the work. It's just like a resistance, and just like as we know, all know resistance and support. Just like we all know resistance and support. When price hits the resistance, there's an assurance that the price has to like retest back to the rest of support. The price hits support, is an assurance that the price has to like retest back to the resistance. Now the thing is, if assuming the price break the resistance, once we all know that good, the price is going to go more higher. Then if the price break the support, what we all know that the price is going to go more down. Good. So that's just like the work of an OB, which you call the order block. So how does it work? As I already explained, now let me just explain how does it work now. When price returns to this zone later, the zone which is our order block, it will react because, let me say, as I said, it will react because institutions still have pending orders there. Yeah, SMC traders have a pending orders there. They already created a pending order that, okay, good, the market will surely reverse back and complete that order before going its right way. That's why I said order block acts like a support or resistance. I explained support and resistance just now before I cleaned it up. So for those that don't understand support and resistance, with that you are going to understand on how support and resistance work. So that's more likely of an OB. Shey you get? So now let me give an example now. Let me say market is bearish, as we see here. Market is bearish, and it breaks the previous low that was there, which is this. I hope you guys are going to understand this. It breaks the previous low, which is this. So the last bullish candle now, let's assume that the last bullish candle the last bullish candle before the impulsive move down to the down was this, which I use in pointing out our OB. Shey you get? Which I use in pointing out our bearish order block, because we have bullish order block, we have bearish order block, which I use in pointing out our bearish order block. So when price, what we're expecting is that, because through the rules of the smart money concept, as I said, OB is like a pending order that has to be filled. So when price comes back to this area, to this OB area, it usually rejects and continues downward. Just as I do the structure that is showing my screen now. So you get, that's the reason why I also go to a breaker block, because I also have to explain breaker block for you guys. So now that's the part of an OB. So you get, OB is to return the price. OB is when a price return to this OB zone. It means there's a pending order around that area which has to be filled before completing the pullback. Shey you get now. So now let me go for a breaker block. So now let me define a breaker block. A breaker block is a failed order block. It happens when price was supposed to respect an order block, but instead it breaks through it. Shey you get. As I said, a order block is for a price to like fill that order block, then go back to the direction that it was before. As I said over here, price has to come and fill this order block order, then reverse, then continue its movement. So now, why for a breaker block now? Why for a breaker block? Instead of the price to fill this order and go back to the way we want it to, it will fill the order but break through the order. Just as I said, if the price break through a resistance or support, what will happen? You get, as I explained there. So now let me draw a structure about a breaker block now. So now this is a short sketch explaining about a breaker block. So now this is a bearish breaker block. This is a bearish breaker block. This is a failed order block that turns into a breaker block. What we were expecting in this kind of form was that, okay, good, the market was supposed to like fill this order block over here, then go back to our direction. That was what we supposed, in a case like that was what's supposed to happen in a case if there's an order block over there. But instead, if the market breaks down the other block and it breaks down the other, that means you are know that, okay, this breaker block this other block is no more valid. It's no more valid. So instead of us looking for another breaker block other block under, so we know, okay, this other block that is failed is now a breaker block. As I explained the meaning, for you guys, I told you that a failed order block is a breaker block. A failed order block is a breaker block. So know that a failed order block is a breaker block. So now let me explain how a breaker block form. Another block is created. Now let me say this is a bullish order block. Now let's not talk about this area now. I'll talk about this main part now. This main part over here now. Let's say now this is a bullish order block drawn. Instead of price rejecting from that place, instead of price rejecting from here to back up, instead price break down. That price breakdown, instead of price coming back from here and going up, so it breaks our order block. So now that same zone now becomes the breaker block. This same order block zone that was there before become our breaker block. So now what are we now expecting now to complete this breaker block? So now, as a trader, as a smart money concept trader now, as I because of my understanding now, I noticed that okay, a price break my order block. So what I'm going to look for is that good. Let me look for, since is a since my order block is now a breaker block, I'll be expecting price. I'll be expecting price to retest back to it. I'll be expecting price to retest back to that other block that turns to a breaker block, then move to downward direction to complete its direction. Just as we all know for support and resistance, get, like I said, this is a support, this is a resistance, and the price move. Let me just equal high, equal high, equal low, equal high, equal low, equal high. Now, if you notice, the price is respecting this resistance and the support. But now let me say suddenly, the price broke the support. And we all know that when the price broke the support, that means the price is going more down. And let me say now, so when the price broke the support, what we are expecting is the price to retest back to the support area, then continue the downward direction. So that's what is happening over here now. The price broke our order block. So our new entry now will be over here. Our new entry will be over there, and our SL will be over here, and our TP will be over here. Because what? That means we are looking for a short position. And we are looking for a short position now. Okay. So now this is how it's going to be. Instead of it being like this before. Because as I said, we are supposed to look for a buy direction for our order block. But the price break our order block, then it becomes a breaker block. So now let me explain how it works in the market. For me, I think breaker block is more of a trap. Yes, breaker block is more of a trap. I think it's as a trap because institutions push price to that opposite way to collect liquidity. Shey you get? It puts it to collect liquidity in the market, then reverse the market. Shey you get? So traders who entered a long buy expecting this OB to hold are trapped. Shey you get? So traders who entered a long at this place now, expecting this other block to control, expecting the other block that was there before it turns to a breaker block to control their moves back up. Yeah, are trapped because institution take their stop losses and block flips their direction. What do I mean? By it? Institution take their stop losses and block flip their direction. This is what I mean. The institution, they turn our OB to a breaker block by hitting our SL, because there's no if it breaks their up block, it will surely hit their SL and then continue its direction. That means by flipping the direction the trader was expecting. The trader was expecting a long buy, but when it breaks their other block, it becomes a breaker block, then it continue the downward direction. Even if it's a bearish market. So if it's a bearish market, let me find a way to Okay, let me say this is a bearish market now. All this, instead of me just joining, all this will be like upside down. Shey you get? Instead of the market going down, the market will break the other block of it going down, then go up. Shey you get? So that's like a vice versa for each of them. So now let me give an example under this breaker block now. I will still take you guys to the chart because let me say I've cheated on such stuff like this. I think this is so USDT. I will just take you guys to the chart and show you how it works and how I took my position on them. Example now, price form a bearish order block. Let me say if this price form a bullish order block. Instead of, as I said earlier, instead of the price going back up, it breaks the order block. Shey get? It breaks the order block. So I mean this bullish order block now became a bearish breaker block. So now let me say example now. This was a support before. The support was broken. This time the support is changed to a resistance area. Shey you guys understand? So now the support is changed to a resistance. That means the order block is changed to a breaker block. So when price come back to retest on this breaker block, it acts at a demand zone, pushing price. It acts as a supply zone, pushing price down. You understand? Pushing price down. So now let me take you guys to the chart area now. So now you guys see this is an order. I took this trade personally, but I took the long buy with my premium group. This is a order block over here now. This is the other block over here with an imbalance. Good. Then you notice the price went back up, filling the orders that were here. Then give me what I expected. Boom. Same thing. This is a bearish order block. Same thing over here for a bullish order block. The price came after eating my bearish order block. It came back to my bullish area zone, area. Then it picked it. Then boom. I ate this myself. I ate this with the VIP guys. Check it out. So now this is an order block. It didn't break through it. If you notice, it didn't break through it. It filled this other block that was there. Then it went to my direction as I expect. So now let me take you guys to a breaker block now. As you know, you all know that this was a other block before. So now like some traders will be like, good. Since some people will be like, good, there's an other block over here now. So they'll be like, good, let them set their short position over here. So the market will reverse back down. But no, if they set their short position over here, they will be stopped out by the market. You see, the market breaks the other block, then turns to a breaker block. So instead of me looking for short now, I will look for buy, which I did over here. Which I did over here. The market came back. No, after the market breaking the other block, it retests, which was my entry. Then it picked. Check it. The market went back up. So that's how order block and breaker block works. So order block is the footprint of big players in the market, while breaker block failed footprint is a failed footprint that flip direction. Hope you guys understand. Order block is the footprint of big players in the market, while breaker block is a failed footprint that flips directions in the market. Thank you. Subscribe to my YouTube page. I will drop more learning videos for you guys. Let's go, guys.